What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about a new Shudder horror film release. Today we're talking about the anthology films Horror Noire. Now, this is also a TV series on Shudder, but they made a 2.5 hour compilation film about it. So, yeah, it's released sometime in 2021. Went on the streaming service around late October. Yeah, I watched this pretty much on Halloween. I'm pretty far behind on reviews, so let's get caught up. All of these were written by Stephen Barnes, Ezra Clayton Daniels, and Tananarive Doe, and it was directed by Kamani Ray Smith, who's also known for films like Evil Feed, Van Helsing, the TV series. He's done a couple episodes of that, and Motherland Salem. That I don't know. Apparently that's a TV series. But yeah. There's it comprises of Horner comprises of 6 short films. So let's break them down and talk about them. So the first one is The Lake. So this is a school teacher moves into a town and loves like the water view and stuff, and some of the locals are um more concerned about like not letting people swim in the lake. She can't figure out why, so she goes for a dip, and she's a young attractive teacher and gets the attention of one of the jocks at the school, and he comes home to do yard work and sort of like flirts with her and things like that. Brings his brother along. She tries to coax him into going to the lake, where everyone is known not to go in the lake, and they're not sure why. But these kids slowly learn why, and basically she becomes a creature, sort of like an evil mermaid to eat something. But yeah, so there's that. That was The Lake. Um, it's all right. It wasn't that bad. The acting and pretty much all these shorts are good. So yeah, and the cinematography is really good. Special effects makeup wasn't that bad too for this one. So yeah, The Lake is all right. So I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5. Next short, we are going to Brand of Evil. So this is a story of a graffiti artist, and he gets a call from a guy and asking for him to like draw a symbol. So he does, and it takes out someone who bugs him. So he does that, and eventually he gets a call back the next night to do another one. He gets offered a lot of sums of money for this, and for the second one, and he couldn't resist. So he does it, and sure enough, another person that causing him problems and grief and stuff dies, and he can't put it together. Eventually, he gets offered another one, a third one, which ends up some people are getting curious of what he's designing, and they look at it and they realize it's some sort of Illuminati symbol, Satanism symbol, and it turns out it's a satanic cult leader who's summoning Satan, and basically summons a demon with that one and is collecting souls. Now the makeup in this short is absolutely fantastic for it. I didn't like the symbols killing people. I thought that was kind of stupid and cheesy, but overall it was an amusing short, and wasn't that bad. I'm gonna give this one a 3 as well, down the middle basically. There's not much else to talk about it. It's pretty straightforward narrative, anyways. Um, the acting and like I said, the acting and all these are pretty good, and the cinematography is good. So I'm not gonna really touch base on that for all of them. So yeah. So story number 3 is Bride Before You, and this is like a flashback almost type short. Takes place in like the I want to say early 1900s or late like 1920, somewhere around there. Anyways, um, yeah. So as a young couple gets married and they don't see eye to eye and stuff, and one moves on, but they keep hearing these weird moans and groans and stuff in the house, and it's really weird, and they can't figure out what's going on. It's almost like a haunted house tale, and it has a really interesting twist to it with the previous love. And I'm not going to say much about it because I will spoil it. It's a little bit of a slow burn for this short, but it is very entertaining and amusing, and I thought it was quite cool how they did it, and it's very creepy in the later half of the short, and it was really well put together. So I really like this one. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. So yeah, that's we're halfway through the film already, and the next short is Fusu State, which is there's this workaholics. One girl's like an investigative reporter of these weird red faced killer claims and stuff, and she starts looking into it. And in the meantime, her husband, who is a workaholic and stuff, decides to go to church and attends a church. And then he starts acting strange, and he slowly starts not being himself, and she thinks he's coming under some sort of mind control or something like that, and she can't figure out put her finger on. There's all these weird people like staring at them through the windows and stuff with their arms behind their back, and she's has to try to figure out what's going on, and something's not quite right. And yeah, once she attends the church, she realizes what's going on, and this is your typical more thriller sort of style short. Um, it was all right. I kind of predicted it right from the beginning. It's pretty predictable, but for the most part, it is still entertaining and amusing. The fight scenes and arguments are pretty funny and stuff. So, with that, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5 for that short. It's still a fun time. So, yeah. Number 5 is Daddy. This is probably one of the weakest ones. This is probably the weakest one of the shorts because it's been done before quite a bit. Yeah, so this young father almost loses his son while they're out shopping, and he tries to be more close to him and stuff, but then realizes his son has there's a dark figure standing in his window looking at him, and he's not sure who it is and whatnot, so he starts to investigate. And I'm just going to spoil this one because it's pretty pointless, and it's clearly been done before. You've seen the movie Us. Yeah, he basically has a doppelganger, has to fight him. But yeah, that's Daddy. It was pretty boring, stupid, and kind of dumb. So yeah, that one was pretty much right off. I'm just gonna give it a 2 because it was still well staged and everything like that. But it was your typical doppelganger uh, story. You can't really expand on those type of films or stories. So yeah, and then finally we get to the horror comedy part of the conclusion of horror noir, and that is Sundown, which is just a huge horror spoof of a white collar town. This like black couple is helping out for the next election, and yeah, they realize they're not welcome there, but they're not sure why. And once the sun goes down, they realize why. And I'm probably gonna, it's pretty obvious what these people are by the title, but it is so funny and well written and staged and everything like that. This is definitely the best one out of it. They definitely saved the best for last. It was very amusing, to say the least. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's definitely my favorite one out of them all. I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5. So yeah, so for the grand total of horror noir, which I totally forgot to mention that this is all made for like the black community and black people and stuff coming together and being creative and putting this big piece together. They have tons of good actors and uh, great actors and everything, and a lot of talented film people worked on these shorts and everything to make something cool and unique, and they definitely did. It was a lot of fun, a lot of uh, amusing and good, well shot stories that entertain you for 2.5 hours and goes by pretty quick. So, yeah. So, for an overall rating, I'll give horror noir, a 4 out of 5. I think that's reasonable since most of mine were 3s and 3.5 area. I'm just going to sum it all up and give it a 4 because overall, the whole ambiance and everything of that story, there's no wraparound story or anything to link them all together. It's just one right after the other, quick succession. And yeah, it was just a fun time. You should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. It's on Shudder right now, so you should stream it. And also, this isn't sponsored by Shudder, so uh, I just like supporting things I like. So, yep, that's that. That's horror noir. A little longer review, but definitely something to check out. Definitely unique and interesting. So, also when you're on Shudder, make sure you look for my name with no spaces. Yeah, that I usually write my first initial opinions right after watching the film. In the comments and do a skull rating and everything like that. So look for me on Shudder. Also, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, I usually post a video clip of the films that I'm going to review in the future on my story, and I usually put the subgenre film in the hashtag and the film title somewhere in the hashtag and hide it somewhere in the video clip so you're aware of it and so you can see what's coming up next. So you follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop, or you could also, like I say, you can follow me on TikTok at, or not TikTok, sorry, Letterbox. What am I saying? It's late right now, so I'm gonna go to bed after this. But yeah, Letterbox, at Derek P Reviews. I do have a TikTok called Live Music Maniac if you want to check that out. It's nothing to do with videos or anything though. I do have a Guar review and Guar videos on there if you want to check those out. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, make sure you follow me on one of those two to stay in the loop. Make sure you like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Also, let me know what your favorite story is in the video in the comments down below that was in the film. And also, yeah, if you have any films that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, anything at all, I'll review anything. Comment them down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can if I can find them. And also make sure you subscribe because I got a lot more weird stuff coming up. I think I'm going more comedy next. Yeah, I haven't really been watching very many horror films recently. I've been watching comedies and other things, trying to expand my horizons a bit since, yeah, this was last off the horror craze from October. So, yeah. But till the next one, I guess hopefully we see a lot more cool stuff like horror noir coming down in the future. But for now, stay safe, have fun, and keep watching horror. And hopefully make sure you subscribe because hopefully we can find something unique and cool together that you probably never thought of checking out. So, yeah, till the next one. Cheers.